Hello and welcome. Today we are looking at ways to improve your English conversation skills and precisely how to offer suggestions. So let's say, for example, you are in a conversation with somebody and they have a dilemma or a problem, or perhaps they ask you a question about something and you want to offer your suggestions or your advice. So in this lesson, I will show you how to do that. Now let's go to slide 1 and have a look at the ways to offer suggestions. Now in English, there's a lot of different ways to offer suggestions. Now let's say, for example, a friend of yours has come to you for advice and they're a little bit overweight. They want to lose a few kilos or a few pounds, and they ask you for your advice and you give them some suggestions. Now the first thing we can use is this one here, which is why not? So why not go on a diet? Why not go on a diet? So you're offering a suggestion, you're offering some advice. Why not go on a diet? Another one that we could use would be why don't you? Why don't you start jogging, for example? Why don't you start jogging? Another one could be you could always try eating less. So we're offering a suggestion. You could always try eating less. Perhaps, or maybe you could stop drinking beer. Okay, you're a little bit overweight, stop drinking beer. Perhaps you could, or maybe you could stop drinking beer. And the last one on this slide is I suggest you stop eating junk food. Okay, so there are 5 ways that we can offer suggestions. Why not go on a diet? Why don't you start jogging? You could always try eating less. Perhaps or maybe you could stop drinking beer, and I suggest you stop eating junk food. Now let's go to another slide and have a look at some more ways that we can offer suggestions. Now on this slide we're going to look at more ways to offer suggestions. Okay, now let's set the scene. Perhaps a friend of yours is not happy with their job. They want to change and they come to you for advice and you offer some suggestions. How would we do this? Well, let's have a look at some ways. If I were you, I would change companies. Okay, conditional sentence. If I were you, I would change companies. Another way we could do it is, what about or how about talking to your boss? So what about or how about talking to your boss? Careful with the structure here, because remember, after a preposition, we need the ing structure. So how about or what about talking to your boss as a suggestion? Why don't you try looking for another job? Why don't you try looking for another job? Okay, why don't you try that? Have you considered going back to university? Have you considered going back to university? Again, considered, ing. Consider doing something. Have you considered going back to university, getting a degree, getting some more qualifications? That will help you change jobs more easily. Okay, now thanks a lot for watching. Remember, these are ways to improve your conversational skills. If you have any questions or doubts, just leave them in the comment section below. Have a nice day. Bye.